Oh, that's what this is about?
Yes, Mark, that's what this is about.
You always say I don't appreciate you, but maybe the problem is you needing too much.
Earlier that day, Grace stirs awake. Sunlight filters through the blinds. A quiet moment of peace until she checks her phone. Nothing. No messages. No missed calls. No birthday wishes from Mark. She refreshes the screen, as if maybe it glitched. Still nothing. She swallows the lump forming in her throat, shakes it off. Maybe he's planning something later. Mark walks in, sipping coffee. He glances at her, then at the phone in her hand.
Morning.
Morning. Did you sleep well?
Mark shrugs, scrolling through his own phone. A long pause. The silence between them is heavy. Grace watches him, waiting. She inhales, opens her mouth slightly like she's about to speak, but she doesn't. Nothing. She glances at her phone one more time. No notifications. Her grip tightens around her phone. He forgot. Some loneliness is quiet. Some loneliness is loud. And then there's the kind of loneliness that happens when you're sitting across from the one person who should love you the most and realizing they don't even see you. Grace never wanted gifts. She never wanted a party. She just wants to feel like she matters. And today, she finds out if she does. The dinner table is set. Grace made Mark's favourite meal, a quiet attempt at connection. She fiddles with her napkin, stealing glances at him as he eats. He never looks up.
I thought maybe we could do something tonight, even just a movie at home.
Mark glances up, confused, as if her question came out of nowhere. Mark chews, uninterested.
Why?
Her hand twitches slightly on the table. Her stomach twists.
It's my birthday?
Mark pauses, blinks, then laughs, shaking his head like she just told a joke he didn't find funny.
Oh, that's what this is about?
Grace's heart sinks. She blinks a few times as if processing, like she can't believe he just said that. Grace replies firm yet quiet.
Yes, Mark, that's what this is about.
A brief pause. She hopes just for a second that he'll realize his mistake, that he'll say something real. He doesn't. Instead, Mark sighs, rolling his eyes like she's a child pouting over nothing. He replies in a mocking and sarcastic tone.
I didn't realize we were celebrating every little thing now.
Something inside her cracks. A beat of silence. Then, Mark leans back, shaking his head, almost amused, as if he can't believe she's making a big deal about this.
You know, Grace, you always say I don't appreciate you, but maybe the problem is you needing too much.
A single tear gathers in the corner of her eye. She quickly blinks it away. She won't let him see it. She nods as if agreeing, but her eyes are dead. Something in her just shuts off. Gaslighting isn't always about twisting reality. Sometimes it's about making you feel guilty for expecting basic human decency. Mark hadn't just forgotten her birthday. He had made her feel selfish for wanting it remembered. That's the trick with emotional abuse. It teaches you to apologize for expecting love. But what if the truth has been waiting for her all along? She lies in bed, staring at the ceiling. Mark sleeps soundly beside her. Her phone vibrates softly. A message from Helen. Thinking of you today. Hope you're doing okay, love, Helen. She stares at it, her thumb hovering over the keyboard. She starts typing, but her hand slows. She hesitates. Her eyes drift to the Bible on her nightstand. She stares at it. Long. Too long. A memory flashes. Mark's voice from earlier.
Maybe the problem is you needing too much.
Her throat tightens. Her hand moves slightly, barely, toward the Bible. Then she stops. For a second, she almost pulls away. Maybe he's right. Maybe she is too much. A vibration, her phone. She looks down. Helen's message. Thinking of you today. Hope you're doing okay. Her eyes flick back to the Bible, a long, heavy beat. Then she takes a breath, decisive, intentional. She picks it up. Flipping through, her eyes land on Psalm 139:14.
I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Her lips part, a tiny, shaky breath. Her eyes sting, but she doesn't look away. For the first time, a thought she has never dared to think settles in her mind.
Maybe Mark's words weren't the truth after all.
Grace knocks. The door opens. Helen takes one look at her and understands. No words needed. She steps aside, gesturing Grace in. No pressure, just an open door. She hesitates. A long, heavy beat. Then she steps forward, not just into Helen's house, into something new, a step toward the truth, a step toward freedom.